It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday morning, July 22nd. I'm James Spann. A blanket of moist air covers the state. Will continue to do so through midweek, but some evidence we might see 2 days with drier air, Friday and Saturday. Tropics a little active, a lot to talk about, so let's go in there and take a look. There's the big picture this morning. Water vapor satellite view across the nation. We have an upper low that shows up on this map around Dothan. That thing is going to be drifting across South Alabama, drifting westward today, should be near Mobile this afternoon. And with that being the case, that should bring a little better coverage of showers and storms to the northern half of Alabama this afternoon and this evening. Still not going to rain everywhere, but many places will get some rain today. And off to the west, we have the upper high, stretched out from the southwest up into the high plains, and the storm track on top of the heat bubble near the Canadian border, where they had some pretty nasty storms last night over parts of North Dakota and Minnesota. That was a radar at 5:04 this morning. Little rain falling over Coosa County from near Goodwater and Kellyton down into the eastern half of the county. And other than that, things are pretty quiet. We'll see the radar beginning to pick up with activity later today. Hey, heat advisories from North Texas to Iowa. So the record lows of last week are gone, replaced by the hot summer weather, which you ought to get here this time of the year. In terms of any severe weather later today, a couple of slight risks. One from the Central Plains up to near Chicago, around Lake Michigan. Another slight risk just to the east of the northern Rockies. Tomorrow for Wednesday, slight risk for parts of Montana and northern New England. And on day 3, Thursday, a slight risk way up north. That looks a lot like late July. This is the overall rain for the next 5 days. This carries us through Sunday morning, suggesting rain amounts of about 1/2 inch around here. And there's a look at Tropical Depression number 2 out there in the central Atlantic. That's the first visible satellite view early this morning. You see the nice bubbles of convection, but boy, that thing is surrounded by very dry air. It is a Lone Ranger out there in a sea of dry air. This is the modeling on the system. If by chance it survives beyond a couple of days, which is doubtful, models want to take it north of Hispaniola and not a Gulf of Mexico system. And again, most people think it won't get that far. And you can see how the models are kind of split into two camps on the intensity. Most models keep this thing a depression and it fizzles out. A few keep it ramp it up to a tropical storm and keep strengthening going. But we believe the weaker solution is correct, as does the National Hurricane Center. This is their official track. They've got the thing dissipating really late tomorrow night, early Thursday morning, east of the islands. And it would just come through as a remnant low. The dry air, a trough aloft with harsh winds will just kill this thing off. So we don't think it'll be a problem, but we'll keep an eye on it. Take a look at modeling. This is the GFS, the Global Forecast System, valid today at 1 o'clock. And this is at 500 millibars. You can see the heat bubble over Colorado, New Mexico. And you can see the upper low. The GFS suggests that thing would be near Pascagoula, Mississippi. And again, that would put us in a pretty favorable position for showers and storms to fire up later today. Sky cloudy at times, a lot of moisture. Highs probably mid-80s. Both the NAM and the GFS are at 86. And if that's right, this will be the 8th consecutive day with a high under 90 in the middle of July, which is amazing. This is the high-res HRRR model, HRRR, valid today at 4 o'clock local time. And you can see pockets of rain around. And, of course, the radar is not going to look exactly like that, but inevitably we'll have some showers and storms around. Tomorrow, the upper low continues to drift to the west. And again, the dynamic support may be weakening a little bit, so maybe we'll touch 90 tomorrow. Partly sunny, and yes, the chance of scattered afternoon showers and storms. And then Thursday, a surface front comes down from the north. That should give us an increase in the coverage of showers and storms again. Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, and then Friday, back in the upper levels, we've got a nice trough over the east coast. Got the heat bubble over the southwest, and you can see how the GFS brings drier air down into the northern half of Alabama. And if that's the case, most communities will be dry. Humidity values a tad lower, dew points a little lower. And Saturday looks dry as well. So at this point, if you are over the northern half of Alabama, The weather looks mostly rain-free on those 2 days, on Friday and Saturday, and temperatures creeping up a little bit. We should hit 90 on those days, maybe low 90s in spots. But Sunday, the moisture comes right back, and that suggests a pretty decent chance of showers and storms around with a front, another front approaching from the north, and this is Monday. We've got a fairly strong surface low that's near Erie, Pennsylvania, with a cold front coming down into North Alabama. So Sunday and Monday, rain chances go up. And look at this. A week from today, the heat stays out west, and a very deep, anomalous upper trough is over the eastern U.S. And that is going to bring, if this is right, another continental air mass down the pike. And that would mean lower humidity values and cooler nights. These are temperature anomalies for Tuesday evening of next week. And you can see those green shades are temperatures over 10 degrees below average. So that could be setting up some really comfortable mornings again for the middle of next week. And that is at the end of July, right when the heat should be peaking. And there's a look at the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook from the CPC, the Climate Prediction Center. And this is for July 29th through July 4th. And look at the blue shades, big old below average over much of the east. And again, that is the climatological peak of the heat. So that's a nice map to see at that time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.